Now, Media Share is a BRIC grant program for Brooklyn-based or affiliated nonprofit organizations. It's an opportunity for local community groups to receive media training and support while learning how to become media makers themselves. Over a 9 to 12-month term, participants utilize BRIC's high-def broadcast and digital resources. Here with us now, I'll take this. Here with us now is Sara Porter, Director of Development and Partnerships for ECPAT USA, a division of a global network of groups collaborating to eliminate sexual exploitation of children. ECPAT USA, their Brooklyn office was a Media Share partner, and their public awareness ad was recently recognized with the 2016 NY Emmy Award Nomination. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, seeing as these award-worthy pieces don't just direct themselves, we also want to welcome filmmaker Billingham, who, in addition to directing the ad, is a media instructor for BRIC Free Speech TV. Hello, Sarah.
Hey, guys.
Congratulations again to both of you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Now, before we share information about the value of the project, let's take a look at a tease of the video, which is the industry paying attention to sex trafficking.
I've been in a bunch of hotels. Nice, not so nice. I've seen them all. The worst is when my pimp books a room for the day, and I gotta work all kinds of men. One after another. Last week on our way, the new girl I work with asked me how old I was. 17, I said. I lied. I'm really 13. On our way out of the hotel, the guy at the front desk looked at me. We looked at each other. I feel like he knew something was wrong or off or whatever, but he looked away. They always look away. It's weird because there must be something they can do. Right?
All right, that's some powerful work. So congratulations again to both of you. We see the fruit of the labor.
Yeah.
How'd you find your way to the Media Share, Sarah?
Actually, my executive director came across the program and passed it on to me, and it was actually right when I started working for ECPAT about 2 years ago, and we were so excited. We were looking at this, and it was just so perfect. You know, for being a small organization that doesn't have any marketing or communications, all our money goes into our programs. This was just perfect. It was exactly what we were looking for to develop new content and something that can really help us raise our visibility, but visibility about the issue, because as you see, we work with hotels because it's urgent, and we really want to get that message out there.
Liam, how do you explain the Media Share program to people that don't know about it?
Well, I think Sarah summed it up really well, which is you've got these small companies, nonprofits in Brooklyn, and they don't have a way to, communicate, or they don't have they've got all these programs, but they don't have a way to get the word out. And I think that what's great about the Media Share is it's offering these low-cost trainings, which you can get here at BRIC House in general, but what's different is that you're paired with a producing mentor. And so there's two goals. The first is that the producing mentor works with you to produce a piece that you develop together, and ECPAT was a special case, which we could talk about, but I think the second thing was, for us, is that we're trying to not only produce work with them, but teach them how to produce the work. Because at the end of the day, it's like the infrastructure to, farm out and find media companies for small nonprofits is really tricky. So I think the idea is to make them competent producers on their own.
So you're not just getting a fish, you're learning to fish.
Exactly, yeah. Learn how to fish.
It's like a biblical reference. Biblical. So what have you taken from it moving forward, and would you encourage other folks to get involved in the process? The clock is ticking for the applications.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad that we were a part of it. I think for us, we just really learned how to amplify our message, but to do some of this in-house. I mean, when I joined ECPAT, we weren't really thinking about producing new video content, but now I'm seeing how powerful it is. I use this piece all the time. I do a lot of public speaking and presenting. I always open it up with this. You know, we were able to get it on Upworthy. I mean, just so many new people know about the issue, which for us, you know, we're trying to combat sex trafficking. So this really helps us. And now we can make our own going forward.
Very cool.
Liam, I see you up in the computer lab. You teach classes here at
True.
BRIC. What sort of media services do you provide up there? Like, what sort of things are you teaching people?
Well, I think, you know, it's a whole range. So we have TV studio production. We have where you can learn to do what we're doing down here upstairs. We have editing, so you learn how to edit your documentary, your short film, whatever, on Adobe Premiere. And I think we now have our documentary intensive, which, you know, can bring people in from the community to learn how to make documentaries that are, you know, it's kind of, but then what's going on upstairs that's really interesting is it's sort of going beyond just technical training, and we're really starting to like have a conversation about how individuals from Brooklyn, not only nonprofits, but just people, can start to tell Brooklyn stories, you know, and I think that that's kind of becoming a big part of what we're doing upstairs. But we also have classes in motion graphics, Photoshop, graphic design. We have advanced Photoshop, intermediate editing. It's a whole slew of different opportunities, and like screenwriting as well. So really, there's not a lot that I feel like we don't offer these days.
Just a second ago, you mentioned people are really starting to tell their Brooklyn stories, and unfortunately, the subject matter of the awareness ad was a Brooklyn story, unfortunately, talking about sex trafficking and how there really is no place where it's not happening. So how did you guys come up with the vision of this ad that seems so simple and universal and people completely get it the first 10 seconds of watching?
We went back and forth a lot. It was actually really fun, but
totally.
I'll call them creative sessions where we were coming up with, you know, what was it going to look like? Was it going to be a hotel room? Was it going to be sort of that lack of space where you sort of fill in the details as a viewer? Writing a script, I mean, this is something I had no experience with, but my colleagues and I coming together, going back and forth with Liam, and that was really helpful. I feel like I have such a more solid understanding, again, how to get our message out there, but how it can resonate with people, because it is an issue that happens here in the United States, in our own communities, you know, here in Brooklyn, to help people understand this is going on and what can I do.
I'm interested in how people get involved in ECPAT and how you yourself got involved. How did that come about?
So this is an issue I've been involved with for several years. I was actually a Peace Corps volunteer in Macedonia before I joined New York, and this is an issue I always wanted to work in. So now I'm the Director of Development and Partnerships, and we do work with the community. People are always asking, you know, how can I get involved? So we have resources on our website. We have a 20-minute documentary that anyone can screen, you know, to raise awareness about the issue, you know, if they want to support our work. But people can really make a difference, even just calling their legislators and saying, you know, this bill needs to pass. We have churches that will do letter writing campaigns. But yeah, there's a lot that people can do because this is an issue that affects us all.
So if folks want to work with a soon-to-be Emmy-winning director, producer, jack of all trades, you've got time. It's what, the 4th? March 4th is the deadline?
Is the deadline, I think. And I think all the stuff is online. All the application information is on BRIC Arts Media.
Yeah, so we encourage you, we implore you to go to bricartsmedia.org and check out that application for the Media Share program. We've got a successful graduate who captured lightning in a bottle there. That thing went around the world, and we're the better for it, and I'm sure that your organization is definitely as well.
Thank you.